this is all closed off to public access now. I mean, obviously if I wanted to break all the rules I could walk right in, but I'm not down to break rules. So this is just the outside. I think I'm gonna sit right here. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Ghosts with SunRaye. I'm SunRaye. So today this is a pretty special podcast to me. If you can't tell, I'm at a location. Unfortunately, there's nobody here for me to ask permission to go inside, which is kind of unfortunate, but maybe through this episode somebody will show up and we'll see from there. But I am at a Heritage Square in Golden, Colorado. This used to be an amusement park. It's now shut down. It got sold. It's no longer here, but some of the remnants is here. And if you can see behind me, yeah, that one right there. That hill used to have the Alpine slide on it, which was one of the greatest slides that was ever here. So I am here at Heritage Square, and there are ghost stories here, you guys. It's a little windy, so I hope you guys can hear me just fine. I brought my little microphone to help try to mute that out a little bit. But alright, so here we go. So yeah, of course, living in Colorado, everybody knows about the great Alpine slide here at Heritage Square. They also had these really awesome haunted houses that I remember growing up, and they used to scare the bejesus out of me. Not very many things scare me, but these haunted houses, oh, they scared the crap out of me. And this is just right here in the foothills in Golden, Colorado. So if you were to take like I-70 and Morrison exit, you would find it right here. But as you can see, it's now shut down. Nobody's here. Nothing's there. I'm not going to break any rules by trespassing. As you can see, there's some blockers and stuff. And it's all shut down. There's some signs over there on the sign that says no trespassing. So I'm just gonna follow the rules and sit my butt right outside. So I'm gonna tell you guys about an article I read on a hauntedplaces.org. This is what they have to say. Heritage Square is a shopping center and amusement park that has a haunted legend. The resident spirit is a man who long ago was killed after falling in love with a Native American girl. Her family didn't approve of the match, and he was chasing her in his wagon when he was killed. Now, girls say that they can hear gallops of horses and a man crying out to them. So I've sat at this location a lot. If you guys didn't know about me already, I'm a full-time RVer. My RV is actually down there. Check it out. So I used to kind of hang out in this parking lot quite a bit, and I always felt like really drawn to this place. I mean, of course, maybe a little bit of it's because, you know, I grew up coming to this amusement park, but I definitely feel like a lot of the draw that I got here was due to the spirits that are here, really. Maybe I'll try to get some footage later after I tell this story, because I don't know if it's because I'm talking about it, but I'm feeling something. So yeah, that was the unfortunate story about the Native American. Another story that I pulled up, it was on the article that I had read. This lady had submitted one of her stories and commented on it. And what she has to say was, "We spent the night here with my son's Boy Scout group. And right around 2 a.m., loud music started playing over the PA system. It was Michael Jackson, but it was done from an old record player. We also heard what sounded like arguing. The police were called, and there was no one else around. All the boys and parents were accounted for, and there were no signs of anyone anywhere near the PA system." That's creepy. Waking up in the middle of the night to that kind of activity, especially if you're just, you know, a bunch of innocent little kids on a Boy Scout troop, you know, like, that would creep me out. I've heard of weird things like that happening here. Okay, so when I was living here, I was here when this place got sold. So, you know, I was here when this place ended up becoming abandoned and was no longer operating, and they were tearing down the rides and auctioning everything off. Which, if you're watching this and you have a piece of this amusement park, please send me a picture of what you did to it, what you did with it, if you're reusing it. Like, I am so interested in knowing what happened to all the pieces that were here, and if you have any stories and ghosts that came along with that, that would be very fascinating for me. So I was parked here one evening and I met the security guard that was working here at the time. I can't even remember what brought it up, but I somehow asked her about ghost stories. I'm like, I want to go up there and take a look. I want to see if there's any ghosts. Like, I'm really into ghosts and stuff. And she ended up telling me her own story. So she said one night she was walking through the park in between some of the old shops, and she could hear people whispering, saying, "Do you think she can hear us? Do you think she can see us?" She hollered and said, "Yes, I can hear you. You're not allowed to be here, so come out." Silence. She didn't hear anything again. Complete silence. Then she heard them again, and this time they said shockingly, "Oh my God, she can hear us." And she searched everywhere. She looked inside the building. She looked around the building. She was literally the only one here. So if she would have seen or heard somebody leave, like, she would have seen or heard them if they would have left, and nobody. It was completely silent after that. She couldn't find anybody, and she was all alone. So that's one of them, which, if I'm a ghost, I'm going to sit there and wonder, oh my God, do you think she can hear me? Do you think she can see me? I would totally do something like that. She said on another occasion she saw a man in a blue hoodie walking towards her. But then she realized he had no legs, just the body, the head coming towards her, just to disappear in front of her eyes. That's pretty creepy. I tried to look up some history on this place to see if I could find anything, if anybody had passed away here. The only one that I actually found was in that article I read to you guys at the beginning about the man falling in love with the Native American woman, which, honestly, that is such a tragic story. I could see him heartbroken, still here, looking for the love of his life. I mean, when you find love like that, you just don't move on. So she saw the man in the blue hoodie. Really fascinated me. I'm like, I wonder what happened to him. Why is he only like his torso and up? That's crazy. So she also described another time she seen a man in a top hat and a trench coat. My stomach dropped when she told me that. I was just like, you saw the Hat Man. And not very many people know about the Hat Man. You can either go and look up the Hat Man on your own, or I do plan on doing an episode based on the Hat Man, dedicated to him and everything. But yes, the Hat Man has been in my life before, and it's made me wonder if that's why I'm so drawn to this place. Is because I've seen you, Hat Man, and you've seen me. I'm getting chills. But yeah, the Hat Man, he's been seen all over the world. So yeah, that is my Heritage Square story. If you have any stories, I encourage you to send them to me, please. Yes, you can send them to letstalkghost22@gmail.com. If you have stories about this place specifically, I would love to hear it. Absolutely love to hear it. If you have photos, old pictures, anything weird in the windows, I would love to see them. Please, please, please share them with me, and maybe I'll do a follow-up episode. All right, guys, so this is my little bit of a video that I'm going to try to see if I can't pick up anything into my microphone. I really wish I could go a lot further. I'm going to flip this camera. You guys can just kind of look and see and watch the parking lot. So, If there are any spirits here at Heritage Square, I encourage you to come forward to me. If there are any spirits with me, please make a sign. I highly doubt it's the spirits, but the wind and the trees started to blow. And I heard a couple more crickets. It was dead silent before I asked for that sign. All right, spirits, you see this microphone that I'm holding in my hand? If you are here, if there are any spirits here with me, talk into this microphone. So it's really crazy, you guys. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but right in front of me, I kind of saw like a black smoke-like thing out of the corner of my eye. All right, spirits. If you're here with me now, speak into this microphone and tell me your name. I know there's something with me right here, right now. Oh, you guys have no idea how much I want to go up there. Are you the spirit who was murdered looking for the love of your life? Do you ever just sit at the top of that hill and look for her? You remembered another time that I was here. I was walking on Apex Trail, which doesn't look like you can see any of the trail of it from here, but it's back along over there. And you can kind of like see the outskirts of this place. And one time I was hiking on that trail and I looked down at the bridge. You can see the bridge back there. See that bridge right there? So I was on this trail and I was looking at that bridge, and I swear to God, you guys, I saw a gray mist just kind of lingering below it. It wasn't like a cloud or anything like that. It was a pretty eerie mist. Definitely gave me all the feelings spirits gave me when I saw it. All right, guys. Well, you know, considering I don't have any equipment whatsoever, other than my own senses, but you know, you guys will only believe me so far. So I do want to get equipment one of these days. If you want to help contribute to that, you can send me donations. I have a Cash App, a Venmo, and a PayPal. If you, I'll drop the links in the comments to this video for it. Or you can check out my Patreon and be a monthly subscriber. my Patreon has a lot of really cool benefits, like stickers. You can get tarot readings and Reiki healings, all in different tiers. You get to see my bloopers and edits and some extra stuff that I don't release to the rest of the public. So if any of this sounds interesting to you, please check it out, because I would love to be able to do an actual session here with an EMF reader, maybe a thermal camera down the future, and a much better recorder. Yeah, so my Patreon is patreon.com/SunRayi. That's SunRayki. You can check that out. Yeah. That is the Alpine Slide. That's right where the Alpine Slide used to be, at Heritage Square. And this is now all that you can see out in the parking lot. Little walkway over there, or driveway. Used to drive up, and over there would be a parking lot, amusement park. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, if you have any stories, please submit them to letstalkghosts22@gmail.com. I really love this. Don't forget to click that like button and subscribe if you're really enjoying this. I want to grow so big. If you guys know who Steve Shippey is, he is my ultimate goal. If I get to work with him, I will know I have succeeded. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this with your friends. And if you have ghost stories, let me know. Maybe you could be on the show. Thank you. Keep it creepy and have a spectacular night.